Hey, and welcome to Colby's Corner. Today we're going to be looking back at the first half of this season, so stay tuned because Colby's Corner starts now. Hey, and welcome to Colby's Corner. Today we're going to be looking at the first half of the season.
Hey Colby, what are we doing on this show?
Well, we're going to be looking at the first half of the season.
Oh, we're looking at the first half of the season.
Like all the bloopers and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. What about some of the unseen footage?
Yes, we are going to be looking at that. We're going to be looking at the past episodes. It's going to be a really fun show.
It sounds like it. You know, there's a... Let's go. Can we start talking about the unseen footage real quick?
Okay.
All right. Do you remember being back on the Yorktown?
Yes.
Yeah, that was... We were there for so long that we ended up using it for 2 shows. But there was still footage that we couldn't use. You know, there was one place that we went on there. I mean, there was a lot of places we went on there, but the one place that I remember that was kind of neat was called the Ready Room. Do you remember the Ready Room?
Yes, I do.
You remember what they do in the Ready Room?
Before they go, wait, hold on. Before they go out on their plane, like, the person gives them the missions in the Ready Room?
That's right. All right, so why don't we look at that little bit of that part of when we're at the Yorktown, all right? So shall we go look at the Yorktown?
Sure.
All right.
Now, you know what this room is called?
No.
This is called the Ready Room. Now, the Ready Room, there was 4 Ready Rooms on this ship, and when the whole squadron was getting ready to go out and fly, they would come into a room just like this, and they would sit down.
What are these, like, buttons for?
Well, no, it's not. Oh, you could turn this up and pull it this way, and they would write. They would take notes.
Ah.
Now, you see, the captain or of their squadron would be up here, and he would write on those boards and say, you got to fly here, you got to go there, or whatever. And then they would have all their names on this chart here, and they would have certain missions they were going to go on. And then, like I said, this was used, and they would take their notes on there, and then they would put those in their pocket and go up to the flight deck, where we're going to now. And they would fly, and then after the mission was over, they'd all come back here and talk about the mission.
And I really enjoyed learning about that.
Yeah, you know, the Yorktown was just really cool, learning about all the different history there, seeing all the different places. You know, and remember, it was just really neat being on the Yorktown. There's just so much there. We can almost go back again.
I even got family history on that boat.
Yeah, I know you do. What was it, your great-grandfather?
Yes, sir.
All right. You remember any part of the other part of that episode?
The aquarium, that was a funny part.
The aquarium, yeah. There's a lot at the aquarium too, but there was a part that never made it to the show, and that was part
where the octopus squirted you?
That's the one. So let's take a look at that.
The one good thing that octopus love is Mr. Potato Head. And we'll put food back here in this compartment. He's trying to grab the bucket. Really bad. Octopus are really strong. They can exert 100 pounds per square inch.
Yeah, you know, that was really cool, seeing that octopus kind of squirting a little bit. You know, I was really glad it wasn't ink and that it did not get on the lens.
It was funny. It got all over your face, too.
It got all over my face and got on around me, but it didn't get on the lens, which was a good thing. It didn't get on anything important, so that was really good. Now, do you remember a show? Let's see here. We went out and went bowling.
Yes, I do. You taught me how to do that.
Right.
You were teaching me.
Yep, and you know what? I hear that you went bowling recently and you did a lot better.
Oh, yes, I did a lot better.
See, and maybe did you do what I was teaching you?
Yes.
You did? Good. All right, so that was during our bowling segment when we went out there. So why don't we take a look at that little bit of that lesson? What do you say?
And I got something that goes with that. You know how, like, you were teaching me how to do that?
Yeah.
Well, that goes with the verse for the last episode, Proverbs 22:6.
That's right. So let's go and look at that verse, which was in Proverbs 22:6, which talks about how you're supposed to train those in the way of the Lord, and they won't depart from it. I mean, that's paraphrased. It's not really exactly what it says, but that's what it basically what it says.
Well, I'll get it real quick.
You want to get it real quick? Are you going to splatter some paint?
Uh-huh.
What do you think you are, Painter Pete? You know, that's kind of my job.
Well, I did it that time.
All right, so here it is. It says,
train up a child in the way he should go. Even when he is old, he will not depart from it.
So, yeah, so see, that was a great verse for that and exactly what we were talking about. So let's take a look at that footage.
Okay. Hey, teacher, what was the reason for that?
Okay, if your ball's going to start turning like that, stand further over here to the right.
Okay.
And hit the second, I want you to stand when you start up. Come here. Okay. I want you to start right here. You're doing a three-step approach. So one, sorry. You're doing a three-step approach. So one, two, three. I want you to end up here. See where my foot is?
Yes.
You're going to end up on the third dot, and you're going to hit the second arrow.
Okay. So. Okay, got this.
Okay, come back a little bit further. There, right there. See? See, after you got your gutter and I showed you what you needed to do, you did a lot better. You know, so, I mean, that's just like you said, part of that verse, Proverbs 22:6. So, all right, so there was another time that we were out, and we were actually here on the grounds, and we went out, had somebody come here that had an RC airplane. Do you remember the RC airplane?
Yes, sir. I don't think we showed it on the show.
Well, we showed some of it, but we didn't show what happened first when we were trying to see if the plane that you were actually supposed to fly. You remember what happened to that plane?
That was bad.
Yeah, so we're not going to say any more of what happened to the plane. We're just going to show you. Ooh, yeah.
Wow.
That was
not so good.
I'm glad I wasn't riding that airplane.
Nope.
Yeah, didn't we send a picture of that to your dad and he thought you did it?
Yeah, he did. I almost got in trouble.
Yeah, but we weren't doing that to get you in trouble. We were just showing him what happened. But, you know, the good thing that Colby wasn't flying that. It was actually the guy that was his plane. He's got it fixed now and got it all worked out, and so that's good to know. But there was also another plane that was a really cool plane that he had that he didn't want to fly because of that happening. So, but he was doing some safety tests and also found out some issues with that one as well. Do you remember what that?
It was a big plane, right?
Right, it was that biplane that looked really cool and was really fast.
Yeah.
So let's look at that safety test that he did with that airplane.
When you fire up a plane, you're always supposed to be safe. And so we're going to take the antenna, we're going to put it down, and we're going to walk down here and see how far we can walk as long as I've got control of it. Put the antenna down so it turns the radio signal down, just like in a ham radio. If you don't have an antenna, you don't have any signal.
So if we don't have any signal, the engine will stop?
The engine will stop, the plane could run away, it could go wide open. See, I'm gonna turn around and check the radio on it now. Yep. So you've got that airplane with that heavy engine on it, you've got to think safety, because if you're responsible for it, if it hits somebody or hits somebody's car or was to hit a building, you're responsible for that damage. That's why they have a thing they call the AMA. It's the Academy of Model Aeronautics. Perfect. Nope, I had a glitch. I heard it glitch. See it? Hear it glitching? The engine's doing it on its own. Hear it?
Yeah.
And we're not 100 yards away from it, so we can't fly it. Probably because of the cell phone tower over there. we're getting interference.
Hey everyone, my name is Chris Sanborn. I'm executive producer of Colby's Corner. Sitting next to me is
Colby?
Colby, right. That makes sense because we're in Colby's Corner right now. So Colby, out of everything you've done so far this season, if you had to pick like one thing, what would your favorite thing be?
Surfing.
Surfing? And how long, did it take you a long time to like get up on the board?
Not really.
Was it like
It was
the
probably
30th
maybe
time
my
or 40th?
Fourth try.
Fourth try, really? Wow, that's amazing. Let's take a look at some of Colby's surfing.
Wow, Colby, you know, you really impressed me out there surfing. Did you know that?
Nope.
Yeah, it was really cool. I mean, I was actually really jealous seeing you. I mean, you're about half the size I am, if not even lower than that. And you were just able to pop up on that board and do really well. You know, you encouraged me to try it. Did you know that?
No, I didn't. But I was surprised of how I got up, and I didn't think I was going to do it at all.
Yeah, you did really good. And like I said, you encouraged me to try it. But unfortunately, I didn't do so well.
Oh.
Did you know we actually have footage of that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, we do. So here are some...
Surfing moments.
Well, I don't think it's called surfing moments. It's more like wipeout moments. So let's take a look at these.
Wow, so you've done water skiing, surfing, wakeboarding, fishing, and kayaking, all sports that take place on the water. But what kind of sports did you do on land?
Well, we do bowling, soccer, football, and even archery.
Wow. So if you had to pick something not sports related, as your favorite segment so far this season, what would it be?
Middleton Place.
Why Middleton Place?
So I got to make my own pot.
Oh, that's right. You got to create a pot. That was a pretty cool pot. You gave it to your mother, right?
Yes, I did. So
Okay.
put your thumb.
Put your thumb in.
in
Now
it.
pinch with your fingers at the bottom and turn the pot as you do it. Ah, see that hole? See how the hole's getting bigger? Uh-huh. Very good. All right, now let's take your hands out and let's take a look at it. That's good. Excellent start. Now, you remember how we put our fingers at the bottom and pinched? Now we're going to put them let's put them in the middle.
Right here.
Yeah, about in the middle, and do the same thing. Just pinch and turn. Turn it around, pinch it out, and it should be getting a little bigger, plus we're thinning the clay out. Okay?
Should there be fingerprints like that? Or
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
Okay? Now, once you get that done, just move up to the top and do it there. But don't pinch too hard at the top because the clay's a little thinner. Right there. And it may open, it may crack on you, so we don't want to go too far. There you go, that's good. All right, let's take a look. Excellent. Now, put your thumb back in. Okay? Now, let's turn it upside down. Now let it sit on your thumb. What's it look like?
Mushroom.
Does look like a mushroom. Good. Now let's take our other hand and let's start at the top again. Put both thumbs inside. Take our fingers and pinch and turn it. And this is going to flatten out that bottom a little bit so it'll stay really good. And then as you turn, just start moving down the pot a little bit, you know, like we did before, you remember?
So get lower as
Yeah,
you go.
just get a little lower, exactly. And then just open this up. All right, you ready to see what you made? Let's turn it over and put it in the palm of our hand. Excellent. That's a pinch pot. What do you, now this is air dry clay, so you could take this home tonight and let it dry overnight. And by tomorrow morning, it should be pretty hard. You can use it. And you know what the other thing you could do? If you want to get your parents and they can help you get some paint, any type of paint, and you could paint this any color you want. What do you think you could put in this bowl? What would you put in it?
Coins, probably.
Coins, some change, yeah, you know. I think that would work. How about some, you know what I put in there?
What?
I think we could get some chips and some salsa and dip in here. I like to eat a lot, you notice? Yeah, excellent. So there's our pinch pot. Excellent job.
Thank you.
Good. Here, we'll do a high five on that. Woo!
Okay, and there was another place you got to create something of your own.
Perfectly Frank's?
Perfectly Frank's. Let's take a look.
Okay, now I'm here in the back where they make the hot dogs, and I'm with a master hot dog maker, Mr. Jonas. So, like, can you show us some of the things y'all use?
Yeah, well, we have a lot of different types of hot dogs, obviously, on our menu. But for you, we're going to make one special. You can put any type of ingredients you want on it. So I'm going to grab a hot dog from over here, and you tell me exactly what it is that you want. So let me do that. Grab a bun. We like to warm them up a little bit on the grill. Tastes nice. Open it up. Get ourselves a hot dog. It's been on the grill as well. So, of all the different ingredients that we have in here, what would you like me to put on a hot dog for you?
That looks spicy. Can I have some of that on it?
You want some of this?
Yes, sir. I love
You like spicy food?
Yes, sir.
That's jalapeno pimento cheese. Now we're actually running that as a special today, but you actually want that on your hot dog.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Put some of that on the hot dog for you. And this really is spicy, by the way. Jalapenos in it. It's got some Tabasco in it.
That's about enough.
Is that good?
Yes, sir.
All right, what else would you like me to put on this
Can
for
I
you?
have some cheese and diced onions?
You want some more cheese? More cheese it is.
Cheese is my name.
Cheese is
I
your
love
name.
cheese.
So I can call you Cheese?
Cheese boy.
Cheese Boy. All right. All right, Cheese Boy, what else am I putting on this?
Diced onions, please?
Diced onions on this, okay. Jalapeno pimento cheese, and diced onions.
Yeah. I'm experimenting.
I can tell you're experimenting, absolutely. All right, anything else on this?
No, sir.
Okay, well, let me put this in a basket for you.
What am I getting myself into?
I don't know what you're getting yourself into either. That's why I keep shaking my head. And your hot dog. Jalapeno pimento cheese, shredded cheese, and diced onion. You're a brave man, Cheese Boy.
It's heavy.
It is heavy.
Here I go.
There it is. You like that? You can talk with your mouth full. Nobody's going to care.
It's very good.
Very good. Well, there you go. Jalapeno pimento cheese, shredded cheese, and diced onion. Of course, we've got several different types of variations. This isn't actually on the menu, but we encourage people to make hot dogs any way they want. And you certainly chose a very unique hot dog.
So how would this get to be on the menu?
That's a good question. Well, I'm the master hot dog maker. I don't know that I make the decisions about what goes on the menu. But I don't know, if you're nice, maybe Perry, what do you think? How does this actually get on the menu?
Well, we run it as a special, and if we have lots of people say that they like it, we run it again 2 or 3 more times. And if they continue to say they like it, it goes on the menu. We ask the girls and the guys that work up front, and they'll say, wow, that was a really good special. And then a couple days later, we run it again, then we might wait a week. And if every single time that they come in and they keep ordering it, every time we run it as a special, it goes on the menu.
Wow.
So we can do that for you. We can run it as a special sometime this week and see how many people like it.
That'll be awesome.
Good.
So how many hot dogs do y'all serve here?
We actually have 33 different types of hot dogs on the menu. That's, of course, including the corn dog, which, well, it's not really a hot dog, but it is a hot dog breaded. So we kind of include that. So 33 with the corn dog.
Is that all y'all serve, hot dogs?
No, it's not, actually. One of the signature dishes that we had on diners, drive-ins, and dives was our pork chop sandwich. And we also serve fish tacos, variation of different foods. We actually have a bison burger on the menu now as well that people can pretty much make whichever way they want. So a lot of different things on the menu besides hot dogs. Now, we have more hot dogs than anything else on the menu. We have a variation of different fries with onion rings, sweet potato fries on the menu as well. So a lot of different options for people to choose.
Well, thank you.
My pleasure, Cheese Boy.
But Colby's Corner takes more than just people. It also needs wireless microphones that me and Mr. Chris have one right now.
Yes, we're wearing them right now. And we need HD cameras to do our shoots.
Hi. But they are not waterproof.
They're not waterproof, but what you're wearing on your head is waterproof, right?
And it's the GoPro
Hi.
called the Colby Cam.
Colby Cam. We've used that on a lot of shoots. Like what?
We used it water sports wise. We've done surfing, kayaking, fishing.
And on land, you used it on archery, right?
Yes, I have.
Cool. Let's take a look at some of the footage from the Colby Cam. So there's a look at the Colby Cam, another great piece of equipment we have.
Oh yeah, it's a great piece of equipment. I had a lot of fun with it on my head out in the water.
Yeah, you use it in the water, we put it on a pole.
Yep.
I think you saw that in the fishing shots up above on a pole. But no matter how great the equipment is and how good the people are, there's always
things that happen that aren't expected.
It winds down by itself. And then the middle horn is your air horn. You can hit that, and that's
What happened?
It's a wind-up siren. It keeps going until it slows down.
Oh.
Hey kids, I want to hear from you this week. Tell us how you get in and out of shape. Get in and out of shape.
Hey, now we're at the Center for Birds of Prey, and we will be talking about different kinds of animals or birds. I messed up anyways, and she hit my back.
All right, so you can see things don't always go as planned. Speaking of things not going always as planned, sometimes when we're out shooting with Colby, we're kind of wandering around.
We basically just follow them.
Yeah, we're just following them for the most part. We let him be a 9-year-old kid, and we just follow him. And sometimes you see us in the shots, but sometimes there's other people that get in the shots that don't really want to be there.
Yeah, I remember there's one of our first shoots on the USS Yorktown. Josh is Colby's older brother, and he didn't really want to be on camera, and he made for quite an interesting exit. Let's take a look.
Yeah.
Isn't that the Wright brothers?
That's exactly right. That's the Wright brothers plane.
And is this one of the Like the things that they used in the Apollo 8 space mission?
Well, that's the Apollo over there, and this is what they called Mercury.
Mercury.
Okay, so that was Josh, Colby's older brother, making a very awkward exit from the scene.
Yeah, it was great.
But Josh isn't the only sibling of Colby's that's been on camera. Lydia is our photographer for the show.
Right.
She's also Colby's chaperone. She takes great pictures. She represents Lydia K Photography. Her website's right down here. And sometimes to get a good shot,
For her to get a good shot a lot of times, and the shots that are just fantastic, she ends up in our shot. So
sometimes,
a lot of times.
a lot of times.
Especially when we're bowling. It
Yeah.
seemed like she was there all the time.
She's there quite a bit.
But here's a little bit of a montage of some shots that she's made it into.
Runs all the hose and everything.
And we'll do them in a very good way that's going to hit the arms really good.
Yes, sir.
It's heading over here,
But,
but the storm blew it all the way to Bermuda.
oh, wow.
And they had to
Wow, Chris, it's been a lot of fun looking back at this season, don't you think?
It's been a great first half of this season, and can't wait for the second half because we got bigger and better things in store for you guys in the second half of the season.
Yeah, we do. But you know, we can't leave this show without a scripture from Painter Pete. But as you know, I am Painter Pete. I hope.
You're Painter Pete?
Yeah, I'm Painter Pete. So I'm not going to put the outfit on.
I have
don't
no
think.
idea.
But we have to give the scripture. So hold on, I got to get a little bit in character here. So hold on, let me get my hat, and I'm gonna get the goggles.
You sure you don't want to put this on?
Yeah, I'm not going to wear that today. So, but here we go. I got my hat and my goggles, and let's see. I need my paintbrush so I can get the
Ooh,
splatter.
paintbrush. Paintbrush. Can I do this part?
Okay, yeah, you can do this part.
I've always wanted to do this. This is really cool. Do I have to stir the paint first?
Just a little bit, not a lot. All right, so then you just splatter it right on that cleanse. All right, so here's the scripture. It's found in 1 Corinthians 13:12. It is the same with us. Now we see God as we are looking at a reflection in a mirror. But then, in the future, we will see Him right before our eyes. All right, so that scripture pretty much tells exactly what we've been doing today. We've been kind of reflecting back
Taking
on
a
this
look
first
back,
half. Reflecting back on this first half of the season. So, hey, we had a great time with you guys today. We hope you've enjoyed looking back with us. And remember, you can always email Colby at
Ask Colby at WLCN.tv.
and send us questions, comments, visit us on Facebook, and you can always find us around the studio working on Colby's Corner. So, hey, we'll see you next time right here on Colby's Corner.
See you later.